Hi everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the third episode of this blockchain series. Today we will be talking about hash functions, and as I promised before, each episode we will get more technical and specific about this subject. So if you don't understand anything about this, consider watching the previous two episodes. The links are in the description. Having that said, let's jump into the notepad. Just let me press record, and here we are. So today's topic. Hash functions. And what makes these functions so unique? First of all, each unique input gives a unique output. Like we said in the previous episode, these hash numbers work as a fingerprint in the blockchain. So let me write that down. Each unique input, unique output. This is also a one direction function. And when I say one direction function, that means that we can go from input to output, but we can't go from output to input. Output to input. This is not possible. This is the only thing that's possible. And not all functions are like this. So let me erase this. Let's take a simple function. Fx equals x squared. So if you know that this is 4, you can deduce that, let me just write like this, you can deduce that the input was 2. But these hash functions are different. You cannot do this. You cannot retrace the output. You cannot retrace the input from the output, and we will not represent them mathematically like these things that we just wrote, but it's really easy to show this. And today there are a lot of hash functions, and the one that really matters for us today is the SHA-256 that it's used on Bitcoin. And it's easier to show you the results than here in the notepad, so I'm going to switch from the notepad to my computer. Just a second. I'm actually going to switch places so I can be more central. And here we are in the laptop. You can just pull up Google Chrome. You just search for hash function 256, and you can just scroll. For example, let's see this simulator. So if I write here my input, hello there, you can see that this is going to be my output. And if we change even the slightest, if we remove this space, hash it, you can see that this is a totally different number. And I know that you're seeing here letters, but this is just like a base 16. So in our numerical system, we just have 10 digits from 10 to 9, and when we hit the 10, it's basically repeating. But when we have, for example, base 16, and this is why these numbers are so big, you have like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then you have A, B, C, D, E, F. Yeah, exactly. So this is why you see here a D, you see here a E. Let me separate this. And even though you're seeing me writing string up here, this is just text. This basically is converted, but you cannot see it, from bits, from like the string to bits, and then it's converted into this. Actually, the output is also in bits, in zeros and ones, but then this is converted to hexadecimal, which is the base 16 that we were discussing. And there are also another hash functions, for example, this MD5, but this one has already been cracked. So you can go, there are ways from going from output to input. So that basically loses its whole purpose, but let's go back to the SHA-256 6, and this can be used as data integrity, because let's imagine, and I can go back to the notepad. This is my first time playing with so many gadgets. Because let's imagine that you have like an Excel sheet, and you have a lot of information there. How can you assure that nobody is going to go there and change like just a single number, or just put an extra decimal in somewhere? How can you assure that that document wasn't tampered with? Well, you basically hash it, so you get that fingerprint. There we go. And if someone decides, even if they change a capital letter to a small letter, if they change anything, this hash will be different. We'd call it hash 2. So that way you can ensure that the data wasn't tampered with. And this is basically hash functions in a nutshell. If you understand this topic, good. I hope you learned something new. If you didn't understand, if I was too fast, if I didn't explain anything that you got lost, well, just leave in the comments and I'll try to answer it all. And we'll see each other next time. Bye.